All right, so we'll make the best of a bad situation. I'll try to keep my videos to less than 10 minutes or right around 10 minutes. Not that I couldn't make them longer, but I have found that uploading them seems to be a bit of a problem when they're more than 10 minutes. So, um, 10 minutes at a time is probably enough anyway. Um, this one is going to be as much of 5-3 as I can get to. I'll do 5-4 in a separate one. We're just working backwards today, people. They're giving us the area. This right here is the area. And remember, anytime we see area, we also understand that area is the same thing as the probability. Okay, the area represents the probability of that particular z-score. They're giving us the area and they're asking us to find the z-score. Remember, cumulative area means the area to the left. And the area to the left is can be found on your z-tables. So all of these areas that are in the middle here, those are areas to the left. So if they ask you to find the area to the right, you're going to do some calculations. Let's see, StatCrunch. StatCrunch, we will be able to do areas. We'll be able to calculate those areas just by typing in the area that they give us right here, because remember, the probability is the same thing as the area. So let's start by doing it on StatCrunch first. So what was the question? The question was the area is 0.3632. Remember, you can stop this video, load up StatCrunch. You have complete control over how much you listen to at a time, rewind it, listen to it again. It's actually better than a lecture where you can stop me and rewind me and have me say it again. And in a lecture class, you can't do that. So 0.3632. So I'm going to go to StatCrunch, and right here I'm going to type in 0.3632. And let me move this out of the way and hit compute. And there is the cumulative area right there. And they tell me that my z-score is this. Now remember, StatCrunch always calls it x, but as long as the mean and the mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1, then x is the same thing as z. So the z-score is 0.3499. So I'm going to run over here. The z-score is normally just 2 decimals. So I'm going to do negative 0.35 is what I'm going to do. And then I'll show you on the table that we'll find the same thing. So we're going to say that you should be able to draw the picture. Here's where 0.5 is. So 0.3 is going to be somewhere over here. And it was the cumulative area. So it's that translates into the area to the left. Okay. And according to StatCrunch, this was negative 0.35. So let's go see. Remember, this is the number that we would look up on the Z table. So let me go over here to the Z table, 0.3632. And we're going to be looking here in the middle for 0.3632. Looks like I found it right here. Here's 0.3632. So you come over here and you see that's negative 3. So let me see if I can do this. Uh-oh. Highlighter. So highlight all here. This is the one that I'm looking for. Highlight up here. This is the one that I'm looking for. So 0.3632, which was the area that they gave us, has a z-score. See, here's the z-score right here. A z-score of negative negative 0.3. Well, let me write on it. Negative 0.35. Okay, so that's the z-score that we just found. So we come over here, and that was the same thing that we found. So the z-score equals negative 0.35. Okay, so the same thing is going to be true if they're doing the area to the right. Remember this, change this decimal right here to 0.1075. This is the area, but it's also the area to the right. So when you're finding that z-score, you know this area right here is going to be 0.1075. That's the area to the right. Well, if you want to use the z-table, you're going to have to look up this area over here. This is the area to the left. And how do we calculate this area? It's 1 minus 0.1075. The area to the left will always be 1 minus the area to the right. So if you calculate this area right here, you can use the z-table. You don't have to use the z-table. You can use StatCrunch. And if you use StatCrunch, you can go over here. You're going to have to change this to the area to the right. And you'll have to type that in. I forgot what it was already. 1075. So type in and tell it to compute. And they got it to be 0.457. Remember, oh, I did it in the wrong place. Sorry. This should have been the area. 0.1075. There's where I type in the area, and they're going to give me the z-score. And the z-score is 1.23, which makes more sense. So the z-score is this thing right here, and it comes out to be 1.24. I'm going to round that. Z-scores are usually rounded up to 2 decimal places. 1.24. So I'm going to come over here and say, okay, this z-score right here is 1.2, what did I say? 1.24. Yeah, 1.24. 1.24. I am going to go ahead and show you how to use the table. Notice I'm not showing you how to use the calculator because I actually haven't downloaded the calculator program yet. So that will have to be its own separate video. But I will do it and I will post it for those of you who are using a calculator. So if this area right here is 0.1075, then this area over here is going to be 1 minus, and I'm getting my little calculator out, 1 minus 0.1075. And that means that this area over here is 0.8925. So the area to the left is 0.8925. This is what you would look up on the table, 0.8925. And you go over here to the table and find 0.8925, 0.8925. There's 0.8925 right here. Let me click this again. 0.8925 right there. You go that way, you go up that way, and it shows us that the z-score, it shows us that the z-score is 1.24. And I believe that's the same thing that we wrote down over here. Z-score is 1.24. All right, so that's about a 10-minute limit. So I'm going to stop right here. You should go ahead and try to do these two. This is another one, the area that lies to the right. This one that lies between, just see what you can do. I will not leave you hanging. I will explain especially how to do this one, but see if you can work ahead. All right, I'll see you in the next video.